Happy Wednesday, guys. This week, I'm excited to share with you one of my favorite resources, Canva. So you're going to get the less than 5-minute quick overview of why you should use Canva. First reason being, it is free for teachers and their students, K-12, 100% free. You get all the premium versions. Love, love, love that they do this. Okay, so to check that out and get signed up for that version, you can always just log in and get the free, but you definitely want to take advantage of all the great premium features by signing up here. So canva.com/education. If you're interested in reading a little bit more about some of their case studies, their LMS integrations, and just more about Canva for education, you can definitely find that on that page as well. But I want to share with you a couple of fan favorites, things that teachers are loving about Canva and what it can do for you and your students. So obviously, for you and students, it's a great design tool that makes designing really, really high quality items super easy. So you don't have to have all this Adobe background knowledge and all these in-depth programs. It brings design to your fingertips and you will be amazed by what you and your students can create. So I'm going to head over to Canva Home and off of the education sign up page and just hop into a couple of things in our few minutes that we have here today. First and foremost, the templates. Under there, there's a whole education category, but of course we can use these different categories too, even in the classroom. Two things that I'm going to highlight with you today though are the worksheets and then the Google Classroom headers that I like to use for my Google Classroom or forms, but can also be used anywhere that has a header of the same size. So I'm going to go into worksheets first. And you'll see here that a couple like recommended ones or just popular ones will pop up, but I can always search up here or use the refining options to narrow down to what I'm looking for. So for time's sake, let's just say I want this trace the letters activity. I'm an elementary teacher and we're working on this in my class. My students maybe have touchscreen Chromebooks or iPads and they're going to use the stylus in Cami to use the drawing tool to practice writing their letters. So if I want to customize this any, I can definitely use all these tools over here on the side. Or if it's good as is, I'm going to come up here, rename it. And then it's going to automatically save in my design gallery, okay? Very much like OneDrive, Google Drive, automatic saving, okay? From here, if I'm ready to download it so that I can use it, if you go into the little download arrow, it's going to give you the suggested file type as well as some other options that you can change it to, but it's always going to suggest what they think is the best download file type for what you're creating, okay? So PDF, I'm going to keep it as that. And then I can go ahead and download it. So just think about where you can use this. Number one, you can absolutely just print it out. Number two, you can set it as like a background on a Google Slides or a PowerPoint so that it doesn't move and then students can work on top of it. Or my personal favorite, using it alongside a PDF annotation app such as Cami so that I can share that out through my LMS very easily, create a copy for each student, so on and so forth. My other favorite that I want to share with you is the Google Classroom headers. So I'm just going to type in Classroom here. You can see a bunch of different options come up. I'm going to choose Google Classroom. Tons pre-made here, or it gives me the option to create my own. What that's going to do is it's already going to set up the dimensions of that for me. So there's nothing fancy I have to do. It's already set. I just get to design. But let's say that I really like this one right here. I like the leaves. That's kind of my classroom theme this year. All I've got to do, if I don't want it to say, let's get learning, is just click in, delete the text, and type what I want it to say. So maybe welcome to math. And if I wanted to add any other elements, I can come and click over here. I can add more text in, maybe some, cute, sparkly looking text. So lots of different options for you in designing it. The color palette, you can see across the top all your basic editing, formatting features up there as well. Super, super easy way to make it look like you're a design pro and bring these features into your classroom. Again, not only for you, but for students too. If they're working on presentations, there's tons of different templates in there for presentations, websites. Maybe you have them creating an Instagram post or story about a historical figure in your social studies class. Maybe they're creating a bookmark on a book that they've read, and everybody's going to share out their different bookmarks as kind of like a classroom library share out or book club thing. Like I said, so many options here. And my number one reason that I love it is because not only is it easy for us and students, but it's free. So check it out. Let us know what you're doing with Canva. We can't wait for you to use this tool, and we'll catch you next week.